Hey everybody, welcome back to the cabin. We've been away for a little bit, and we had a little bit of a gap in terms of getting a video out, but we came back here yesterday, and we're just looking around, just trying to find little things that we can do as we wait for all the snow to melt off eventually and for spring to arrive. But anyways, we thought we'd give an update on a couple of things. One was the downspouts that we buried. Wanted to show what that's looking like today and that it appears to be doing its job. And then wanted to just look at some of the preparation that we're doing with the wood splitter, knowing that we're going to be cutting a lot of wood here in the next coming months. So other than that, it's nice that we're not in 30 below territory anymore in terms of that is Fahrenheit. I'm in my t-shirt right now because it's like 45, so why wouldn't I be? It's so nice out. Anyways, glad to see everybody back, and hope you're doing well. It is a really nice week here. It's probably going to be close to 45 degrees today. It's like t-shirt weather compared to what we've had. So naturally all the snow that we've gotten, like not all of it, but a vast majority of it is melting. And so because this is the first year that we put in those downspouts and buried them, as you remember that last video, we'll have to put a link in the description here, but the last video, all that downspout runoff was going in here into that little basin that we installed. And then what would we install? Like a 20-foot pipe, a drain pipe that went all the way down here, and there's a little pop-up at the end. And a couple of people were asking about whether or not it would get clogged up, if the ice and snow would jam it up, and whether or not leaves would get in there. And so we just wanted to give an update on that. On top of here, we have leaf guards, so it keeps all the crud out of the gutter, right? And then it all runs here to the downspout. And so really it's just mostly water that's going in the downspout. And as you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a lot of dripping. There's no problems at all with the water running freely down the side there and down the downspout. And then we'll get a close-up of the actual where it dumps into the basin. But you'll notice that like a lot of the leaves are collecting there, which means that it's kind of good because they're being stopped, and I can just brush those away. But you can see that whole area, all that water dumping in there, and so far so good. It hasn't clogged or anything. So we're gonna keep an eye on it, since it's the first year that we put these in here. But so far so good, and it's just keeping this whole area free from all the excess water that would come off the roof, and it'll really help keep the foundation as dry as we can, get the water away from the foundation of the house.
I'm gonna take a walk around and see how the other downspouts are doing and all the snow with the big melt off. Joel did some raking here of the window wells. Alright, so this is our next one.
Yeah, this is the other one. Looks pretty good. We'll just remove some of these leaves here.
Yeah, I mean, so there's leaves all around the outside, but where the pipe hits the grate, it's protected.
Yeah, I can see water in there, and it fills up to a certain level in the basin, and then it drains through the pipe, which is maybe an inch or two above the bottom of the basin. So that way it allows all the little pieces of dirt and whatnot to collect at the bottom, which I can then clean out. Just remove this piece, lift up the grate, and clean out the bottom of the basin eventually. I imagine it'll take a couple years before I need to do that. But this whole area looks really dry, other than the snow that just fell. Just from, and you're always going to get that, but I'm just trying to keep the water from going right next to the foundation here and just get it all the way out there. So again, here you'll remember that there was probably another 20-foot pipe, and the pop-up is way out there So all that water is draining downhill. That's a good 3-foot drop from here, I would say, maybe more. So looks pretty good.
More window well clean out. All the leaves here on top. Oh, here's a nice snow fort. Look at this guy. That's a cool one.
Yeah, all that water we blasted down through these rocks. It's all draining beautifully. We'll have to go up there and look, but there isn't any drop of water anywhere outside of that pipe, so it's good. It means it's all just coming down here and water's going in the right direction. So that's all I care about. So one thing that I wish I would have done on this one, and it's still working, but I wish I would have done it would have been a little cleaner, is if you look down here where the downspout goes inside the pipe, I have this adapter here, but I wish the adapter went up a little bit higher, because what I found was happening during a big rain, the water would come down here so fast it would hit the bottom of this elbow and it would splash up, and it would splash up through this little crack here and out. So I just grabbed some silicone caulk and kind of caulked that a little bit just to try and keep it from splashing out, which gets the job done. But I think it would have been better, obviously, to go up maybe another 6 inches or so, maybe a little bit more. But anyways, for right now, the whole roof is draining. The whole side of this house is pretty much draining down this one pipe. And everything's nice and dry down here, other than just the snow that naturally fell here.
Well, that's it for our winter downspout update. We're really happy with how they're working. All that hard work this spring really paid off. So be sure to check out those videos and see how we got them all buried. Everything is dry. The window wells and the basement dry as a bone, so we couldn't be happier. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you next time.